Good morning, HD507. Hope all is well. I know I'm late, but hey, I was reading and trying to understand your reflection number 4, and just want to talk about the discussion along with your reflection, which coincides with each other. Interesting because myself being an educator in elementary, middle, and high, I've taught at all levels and college. I can kind of understand where the young man was coming from, feeling being an outcast in his mind and wondering if those children are actually right by the way they are treating him, and dad allowing the teacher to step in and make the decision or help his son through this. I have my questions of why did dad allow that in a sense, or did dad offer any information to the teacher for why his son acts the way he acts or feels the way he feels? Because as we all know, if you've worked with children, or if you've taught, or if you've been around them a lot, and if you have children of your own, there are certain things that happen to them either at home or at someone else's home or on the playground or wherever that may have them to react differently to certain situations. Now, for me, being an outsider looking at this video and having looked at the video and the other videos that I sent, it seemed like this young man is taller than everyone in the class. And I've seen scenarios where the kids tease the taller kids, or maybe kids that may be a little heavy, or maybe kids that may be skinny. But that's just what children do. So I'm looking at it and I'm saying, okay, he looks like he's pretty tall, or taller than everyone in the class. And my sons were tall. I'm the shortest one in the family at 5'11". My boys are 6'2", 6'4", and 6'3". And I'm the shortest one. And I have a grandson who's, when I saw the video, it made me think about my grandson. He's 4, but if you would see him, you'd think he's 6 because he's so much taller. His dad is 6'3", and his mom is 6'1". And they kind of feel like outcasts, and kids make them say all different kinds of things, so they question it. And so my son, believe it or not, my son and I had a conversation yesterday about my grandson because of this video. And what I saw, I said, you know what, you made it, and my grandson's name is Messiah. I said, you may want to talk to Messiah and let him know it's okay to be tall because his parents are tall. He's not an outsider. He's not an outcast, so don't have him not to feel like it. I can relate also because I was adopted, and my parents told me early on that I was adopted because I had a relative that was adopted as well, and her parents did not tell her. So she was teased and, as they call it now, bullied by her peers, and she ran away from home. Now, when that same situation came at me, I'm like, oh, okay, I already know. So what's your point? It didn't affect me like it affected her. So I've lived it. So I understand where this young man is coming from. I just wish that, and maybe the teacher did, speak with dad and try to find out, get some backstory. Because I think so many times as educators, we don't get the backstory of the audience that we're catering to, which in this case is our students. Because if you don't know what's going on at home or in their community, you kind of sort of can't relate to them when they're feeling a certain kind of way in class, like this young man is, industrious, feeling inferior to his peers for whatever reason. Again, I think it's because of size. I could be wrong. But it's a dynamic there. I appreciate dad for stepping back, but I also wish dad would may have given the teacher, look, this is the reason why. It could have been, so I'm gonna use height. So I'm just gonna use that. That could not be it. And maybe his he has an older brother, an older sister, or relatives that may tease him because he's taller. Oh, you look like a giraffe. Oh, you have a long neck. You have long legs. And he gets into the shell. And when other kids start telling him that, he feels a certain kind of way. Children and we as adults, we're fragile in a sense to certain things. When you're an adult, it may carry over that unaddressed trauma that you may have had as a kid. And then when you become an adult, you might have a chip on your shoulder for certain things. And as we always say, if we're in a relationship or we meet somebody, well, I come with baggage. We all come with baggage. But sometimes that baggage can actually turn into a gift. You just never know. It's how you work it and how you make it, how you put it in place for yourself and how you move forward. So when you're writing I know some of you have already completed your reflections, but even if you want to go back to the discussion and take a look at what some of your classmates may have written, you might want to answer it differently. And maybe you thought the way I was thinking about this whole video. So hopefully the teacher can help this young man get through whatever he's dealing with, and to allow him and make him know, hey, you're equal like everybody else. You're not inferior to anyone. So have a good day. If you need anything, let me know. Hopefully I've answered this discussion and your reflection, and I'll be sending out another video for next week, since I was so late this week, and my apologies. Have a good day.